Hello, my favorite foodies. Today we're going to be making sweet and sour chicken. So let's get started. Okay, for the batter, we're going to first start off with 1 egg, some egg whites, some cornstarch, some salt, some granulated garlic, and granulated onion, and of course flour. And for this recipe, we're going to use 4 diced up chicken breast. Okay, let's start off by cracking the egg into the bowl first. Next, we're going to add about 1/4 cup of egg whites. And then give it a good mix. And once you're done giving that a good mix, go ahead and set it aside and we will start on the flour mixture. Okay, so on a separate plate or bowl, I'm going to add 1 cup of flour. Okay, and next I'm going to use 1/4 cup of cornstarch. And that got a little messy there. I guess I should have used a spoon, but hey, what the heck. It's cooking. It's going to get dirty, right? So next we're going to start with about 1/2 tablespoon of granulated garlic and then another 1/2 tablespoon of granulated onion. This is just going to give the breading on the chicken some flavor. And then we're going to go ahead and add 1/2 tablespoon of salt. Actually, you can use as much salt as you want or no salt at all, depending on if you like salt or if you're watching your sodium intake, but it does give the breading some flavor. So after you get it all in there, go ahead and give it a good mix. Okay, now we're going to start with the chicken. We're going to start dunking it in the egg wash, and then we will put them in the flour to get them all coated. And we're just going to continue this process until all the chicken is coated and ready to fry up. Okay, now that all the chicken is coated, they are ready to fry. Okay, so now I have a pot with some fresh oil in it. I did use canola oil, and I have my heat on medium low heat. So my stove has numbers, and so it's at a 3.5, 4. I wanted to kind of cook it on a lower heat, and I cooked the chicken for about 3.5 to 4 minutes. It did come out pretty light because the oil is clean and fresh, and so and it wasn't super hot to burn the breading on the chicken, and so the breading on the chicken comes out really light, it'll kind of look like it's not cooked long enough, but 4 minutes is perfect for these small sizes of chicken. If you want to try and just use a thermometer just to make sure that it's at 165 degrees Fahrenheit, then that's fine too. But anyways, let's get to frying these. Okay, so let's get to frying the rest of the chicken. Okay, the 4 minutes is up, and this is what the chicken breading looks like. And we will set it aside on a cooling rack just to kind of let the grease fall off of them, and then we will coat them. Here they are. They look nice and crispy and juicy. Can't wait to get them in the sauce. Okay, so in another frying pan, we are just going to add store-bought sweet and sour sauce. You can go ahead and make your own if you would like, but and I normally do make a homemade sweet and sour sauce. 1, I was out of ketchup. 2, I was feeling lazy after I fried up all that chicken, so we just went ahead and grabbed some soy sauce and some store-bought sweet and sour sauce. Put it in a frying pan, and then add a little bit of water to it, give it a good mix, and then once it starts to heat up and boil, we're going to put the chicken in. Okay, now that it's boiling just like this, we're going to go ahead and add the chicken. And then once you get the chicken in there, you're going to want to kind of mix it or flip the chicken around just to make sure that all sides of the chicken is coated. You can use as much or as little of sweet and sour sauce as you'd like. If you like it really saucy, then add more. If you don't, then just add a little. Okay, so I like mine just a little more saucy, so I'm going to add a little more sweet and sour sauce. And once again, if you add more sauce, just go ahead and give it another mix and kind of flip them around just to make sure they're all evenly coated. And then just let them set and let the sauce warm up and kind of bubble up a little bit. And at that point, the chicken will be nice and warm and it will be ready to serve. Okay, you want them to boil up like this to get the chicken nice and hot, and then set them aside and they're ready to serve. If you like this recipe, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more delicious recipes like this one, hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified when a new recipe comes out. Happy eats, everyone!